esqueci de colocar a saída do áudio no vídeo. Aí eu gravei o vídeo, mas não sei o áudio do jogo.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they've made it to shore. I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken. I wonder in which order.
Look here, Quercus. What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great Acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this... Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. Of course, if it defeated the great Acorn's vile servants, it can do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe. Egad! It speaks our tongue, Quercus! Hush before... What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full... Oh, introduce myself to the giant. No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our confidence. Now, onwards! Shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great Acorn waits for no one. Oh, how pensive. Dear me! Speak! Shield! What a giant body, but surely even the tall folk know that Rivellon was bare before the great Acorn fell from a beautiful and perfect... They carved the Irwood up, but someday the great Acorn will... Oh, Quercus, it once on. What tree did the great Acorn fall from? Where did that tree come from, if not a greater acorn? Could you build a nest great enough to store the great Acorn for the winter? Some questions have no answers. Quercus, why is that? The great Acorn will come. It will destroy the world, and squirrels will reign supreme forever. Indeed, Quercus.
Doideira aí. Dos inícios de começar com animais. A gente achou tudo aqui. Parceria aqui.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, 2 smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it. You may as well. Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Memories. Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who are the very same? I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. Fine. I accept on one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first, even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off!
Mano, com esse lagarto é muito focado. Eu achei aqui, cara. Passei.
Black cat. Hello, kitty.
It seems we're not the only ones taking on strays.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus. The cat's eyes are clouded and
O gato nesse jogo, fala, velho.
What is this? I found something. I need a shovel. I need a shovel.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
Tem que jogar aqui. Aqui é a longa distância. Precisa de destreza. Aqui, destreza primeiro. céu, finalmente. Que perigoso, meu Deus. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho. Tá. Volta aqui, então. Outra ocasião. Seria aqui. Essa passagemzinha aqui.
I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the
Damnation. That's stuck fast. I wonder... Does the... Ah! No! Stay back! Oh. It's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's...
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by every idiot with a torch does not appeal. Oh, get away! Monster! Hide the children! You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... Well, so, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things to do on Reaper's Coast. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my business in peace. No. I may be an eternal, but my patience has its limits. Indeed. I may be the only eternal. My people seem rather... absent. At least from this realm. As for the others... well... there is an excavation site at the... I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be... advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent. While we are conversing, of course the arcane arts are my little speciality. But being a brilliant, I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Splendid. Very well. Let's...
They're transforming.
Too much seawater by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
Isso aqui. Acho que tem uma quest. Tá na garotinha.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes.
There are monsters here. Lizard ones and real ones. It's really scary. And I miss my Ma and Pa. Master was a lizard. She sent us here. Me, Ma, and it's their fault I'll never see Ma and Pa again. How do you know? You're really nice. I like you. You can have this.
The child smiles. She starts tracing small shapes.
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here. Go, man.
She eyes you.
Please.
Estamos explorando aqui a costa. Deixa eu pegar aqui. Eu fiz essa ruta aqui inúmeras vezes. Ficou bem fortezinho. Esse passo aqui. Vou salvar a herdeira.
Got a new stick for you to chew on.
Into the dark.
The elf murmurs, stroking her armor as if soothing a wild beast. It is incomplete.
The spores grieve. They wish only to create, not kill. This is why they grow armor from the vines, do you see? To protect me. It is the Magisters who destroy, who separate the spores, anger them. A sad thing, even so. The spores are creation magic. So old even we scions forget. I find them. Hope they can restore the ancestor trees lost in the war. But the Magisters chain me and send my spores away. For study. And in wrong hands.
She gestures at the entangled corpses, vines still spattering gore onto the deck.
No. You speak like a Magister. These spores are meant for life, not death. The armor is alive. And I sense it wishes to be whole. Perhaps then it truly speaks as the ancestor trees do. I find its spore mates and see. You help it. I hope one...
Beleza. As pessoas fui vasco.
The cat's eyes are cloud.
Se fala